Hiya guys, welcome to another new series. This is Surviving Waking Mars. A brilliant new game that just come out on Steam.
I have arrived at the cave entrance. Despite the unusual readings, everything appears normal. Amani, what is your status?
Yeah, I've got you, and I'm good here. Art, have you verified the system tests and everything?
Yes.
Then I'm prepared to descend. This begins our historic mission. I am honored to have you as my team.
I knew you'd say something like that, you softy. Watch yourself in that cave, okay?
Right, so that's how the game starts off, guys. There's no menu or anything to start off with, just straight into that. Like I was saying, this is another Steam Greenlight winner. Just came onto Steam in the last couple of days. $6.99 by an indie company called Tiger Style. And as you can see, this is Chapter 1, The Descent. Absolutely gorgeous looking graphics. It's a action, adventure, platformer, puzzler kind of game.
The tunnel has already become too vertical to continue on foot. I'm switching to jetpack.
Sounds great.
I've already played the first chapter and a few minutes of the second chapter just to see what the game is like. As you can see there now, I'm fully equipped with a jetpack to be able to get around. Controls really easily and really nicely. I am using my Xbox pad to play it. Just little touches on the left stick is all you need to warrant good control over your character. Like I say, again, loving the graphics, completely different to what I'm used to playing, but nonetheless gorgeous. And here we are. You know when you're going into a different sector because it goes black like this.
Amani, are you receiving this? I have encountered some of the Zoa.
Congratulations, Leon. You're the first person to make contact with extraterrestrial life.
They appear to be the Halid, same Zoa discovered by our robotic explorer. They are beautiful and strange, but not so unlike plants on Earth.
A Zoa cannot be classified as a plant.
True. The movement is more like that of an animal. I wonder if they're aware of me.
Voice acting's great. The whole style of story's done in as well is really good. I do like it.
I am holding in my hands a seed from one of the Halid.
This cannot be classified as a seed.
Don't worry, Art. It's just a convenient way for us to refer to them.
There is fertile terrain nearby. I will attempt to plant this.
So this, to start off with, is where your puzzle element comes from.
Amani, there is something troubling to report. One of the cerebrain lifeforms grows here.
And let me guess. It's covering the entire passage.
It appears that way, unless there is some alternate route.
Well, you know my theory. They form airtight seals to filter nutrients. You're not gonna find a way around it. But remember what Octo discovered? Just do that.
Then I will attempt to reproduce Octo's results, planting more Zoa to open the cerebrain.
So yeah, like I was saying, this is the puzzle element. These patches of grass on there that I'm standing on now, over here, up there, you can plant seeds in them. To start off with, we only have the one type of seed, which is of the plant we've just witnessed up the top. If we use our right stick, we can aim in the direction that we want to throw, and we can throw a seed by pressing right trigger. Takes a couple of seconds and a plant grows in its place. We'll do that a couple of more times there. We hit this last one. And there we are. Now it doesn't really tell you why planting 3 plants there gets rid of this cerebrain just yet, but it should do in a couple of seconds, or at least give us a worthy
So that works
explanation.
great. Grow plants, the cerebrain open. They shouldn't stop us from exploring the cave.
Yes, but I worry planting Zoa will have an adverse impact. Suppose we find cerebrain growing extensively.
That seems unlikely. Octo only encountered a couple of them this close to the surface anyway.
Attention! I have discovered a cerebrain in this chamber.
Or maybe things have changed since Octo was here. Well, look, even if there are cerebrain, we need to keep planning. Or it's gonna be a short mission, right?
Yes, for now that is my response as well.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. But basically, it's like the nutrients of the plant. Once there's enough nutrients in the air, that opens the cerebrain. But then it's also linked with biomass later on, which we'll come across. No need to worry us with that now. As you can see, there's lots of patches of fertile ground. And we've got a few seeds, so we need to start planting them to get rid of that cerebrain there.
Alert! I have detected a transmission in Octo's encoding.
Whoa, really? Let's take a look.
We would be fortunate to have found him so quickly.
No such luck. It's not Octo, it's some component he detached. I wonder why.
This signal contains a message.
Oh, I know what's up now. He's leaving behind remote camera modules. Take a look, Leon.
So this is a live transmission of something in the cave. What is it?
You're the one who gets to find out. I'll mark your map with the location of the signal.
Yeah, so you get that every so often as well. This Octo thing they're talking about, as far as I'm aware, it was just like a big robot that was sent in beforehand to check things out. Basically, you're following in its footsteps, trying to catch up with it and retrieve it. So we're just planting these seeds. Once we've got enough planted, there we are. Cerebrain disappears. Ah, stalactite just fell off the roof there and hit us. Good stuff. Just follow these caverns. So it does start off very simple. It does get a lot more involved as we go on. Even
Research opportunity.
Amani, we have discovered a new life form, one that even Octo did not report.
This can be classified as a Zoa. Collect a portion of it for scanning.
Affirmed. I will grab one of those seeds.
Yeah, so even within the first chapter, it even gets quite a bit more involved. I've just been hit again. Catching
Scanning.
seeds.
This Zoa produces large quantities of liquid water. We will call it a hydron. Attempt to hurdle this at a halid. Prior research indicates they may respond positively to water.
Basically telling us to throw some plants and see what happens. Here we are, look. Pressing the right bumper lets us change between what we want to throw. As you can see, it's gone like a bit blue around the roots and stuff. And when they do that, they start throwing out seeds, as you can see. And these extra little things that are floating towards us, it's basically like a health regeneration effect. So I could find a green seed, plant it, and that would make one of these plants here. But then if I could then water it, again I'll show you, watch. That then makes them produce seeds and a health regeneration effect. As you can see there, just press Y to view research progress. We can do that now. We've got different sections, but this is your hazards. So eroded rock falls away when you stand on it. Stalactites fall off the ceiling, and if they're big enough they can hurt you when they fall, if they hit you. That's the cerebrains there. Basically saying that they go up to certain levels of biomass, which I was mentioning, but we'll come across that soon. And there we are, we've got the fertile terrain. That's when it's dry. and that's when it's wet. That's the first plant, the Halid Zoa. That's its seed. That's how it produces seeds, by wetting them. And that's how vulnerable, or what they're vulnerable to. And that's the healing properties that we've just discovered as well. And that's a new plant we've come across, the Hydron Zoa. Again, just basic details there, then about its seed and its vulnerabilities. And that's how we basically find out more, is by experimenting with stuff, and once you've experimented the right way, it'll give you the tick and give you the information to let you know what that certain thing does. But we should be able to throw one in here, watch. Because there was no plant there to begin with,
opportunity.
That's actually planted a new one of those plants.
I theorize that there exists multiple functions for this. Hurdle it not just at other life forms, but also plant it into fertile terrains.
Like I just did. Plants here. There we go, we've made enough plants now to get rid of that cerebrain. Nice little haven for ourselves here if I wanted to. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna. Why not? Why not? Now we go. Look, we would stay here all day and collect lots of health, but we're already at full health. So we'll keep on going. Actually, let's see if we can. Yeah, there we go. Got one more Hydra seed there. You can only pick up a certain amount of seeds from each plant.
I will now inform you usefully. Scans report that life forms produce different amounts of biomass. Biomass goes up with every life form created. This is the total. For a cerebrain to open, total biomass must cross certain thresholds. These cerebrain open at biomass 3. I have developed this interface for you to use from now on. It exposes my scanning data.
That will be an important tool, Art. So you detect no other way to proceed through the cave?
No! You must create new life forms of Mars by hurdling protocaps with your human arms.
Protocaps? Did you just invent that word?
Yes, I have a creative module.
By protocaps you mean seeds, though? Growing plants with seeds?
Yes, that is how humans communicate.
So yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's how you get your basic. Oop, I dropped too far. That's how you get your basic elements of. Not surprise. My mind's gone blank. Let's get some plants planted. Puzzle, yeah, your basic puzzle element. That's what I was meaning. So, in certain rooms, you're going to have to create a certain amount of biomass before you can continue. So let's do some now, why not? Create a couple of these blue plants, so we'll be able to stock back up on these Hydra pods or Hydra seeds. again there, look, well, I've got 3 off that one now, so now the mouth just stays open. And if I was to use some of those... Right there, I've only got 1 left now. You'll see that it should start creating them again. There we go, yeah. And if I remember rightly, these green plants have the most biomass. So if I do 3 of them, and then water them all, that gives them even more biomass and makes them even as well. So we just need what, another 40 biomass. And then we've got a full biomass for this room. We don't need a full biomass for this room at the moment. And when you get to a certain point, you can come back to any cave you've been in previously. Things do start to bleed across from one cave to the next as you discover more stuff, which can make for some really interesting effects.
I have discovered a print created by Octo's appendage.
Makes sense. This is right around where we lost contact with him.
Unfortunately, this roof has since collapsed.
Great. Are you gonna head back to the outpost for the digging tools? Those things are amazing. I love them.
Amani, I'm not blocked. There is an opening overhead.
Oh, see, because the transmission through all the rock gets static in... Sorry.